Hey everyone, it's Lindsay and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Today's video is about identifying our negative thoughts, stopping them in their tracks and reframing them to new positive thoughts. And I'm going to share with you the technique that I do today. But before we get started, I wanted to announce that I have a new Instagram filter. It's called Affirmations of the Day. I wanted to make it easy for you to get into affirmations. You can do it throughout the day as many times as you want, so please, I've linked it below. Just go to my Instagram, click the face icon, and click try it so you can try my filter, and please tag me so I can reshare it and see you guys. On to today's topic, how to identify our negative thoughts and stop them. Step one, identify the negative thoughts. So whatever it is you hear in your head that is a negative thought, that is fair game. It can be anything. It could be about the way you look. It could be about people not liking you. It could be about you not liking yourself. It could be replaying a negative experience. Whatever it is that is specific to you, identify that thought as it is overwhelming you and when you hear it pop up in your mind, okay? And you can write that down as well. Step two, after you look at your negative thought, I say to myself, do I want this negative statement about myself to be true? Then, of course, the answer is no, I do not want this statement to be true. Okay, so then I take it a step further. You can talk to yourself. You ask yourself, why do I think this negative statement? So here's an example for me. I have a statement that I am not pretty enough. And then you ask yourself, well, why do you think you're not pretty enough? Oh, well, it's because the way I look, or I want to change my nose, or I want to do this. And you're like, okay, but we need to take a step further. You might think you don't like something about the way you look or this or that, but you ask, okay, but how is that stopping you from being happy and living the life you want to achieve? And so once you get past the surface level of what's bothering you, you ask the deeper question. And so once you ask yourself, why is my nose and the way I look going to stop me from my goals? And then you say, well, because if I were pretty enough, people would be nice to me. These are thoughts I really had. If I was pretty enough, guys would like me. If I was pretty enough, I would get picked for the job. If I looked a certain way, I would be treated better. Okay, so it's not I don't like my nose, it's if I looked a certain way, I would be treated better, is what deep down is bothering me. That is my negative false statement that I am perpetuating every time I say that I don't like the way that I look. Once you get to that statement and you find what's really bothering you, then you have to say to yourself, well, why do I think that? Is this sentence going to serve me? Do I want to think this? No, I do not want to think this. So then what you have to do is say, okay, brain, mind, we have an agreement. We don't want to feel like we're not good enough. We don't want to feel like the way we look is going to hold us back from our dreams and our goals. How are we going to change this? Okay, I am going to think 3 positive statements about the way I look. 3 positive things about me that don't involve the way I look. I'm going to think about what positive qualities I have that will get me the opportunities I want. We have to identify that that statement that I was thinking about myself has no hold over my life. It is a false statement that I am telling myself, and I am probably the only one thinking it. And if other people are thinking it, who cares? Who cares? I am in charge of my life. I need to realize why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling so I can get past that blockage. Do you guys see what I'm saying here? Often in life, we are saying these statements that hold us back. Could have happened from a trauma in our life, could have been something someone else told us, but we're saying these statements about ourselves, and a lot of them sometimes feel surface level, like I'm too scared to do this, or money comes and money goes, I can't make money, I can't do this, or I can't speak up about this, I will, whatever. Whatever it is in your mind that is holding you back, you know where that comes from and what it is. You need to ask yourself about it, because often we don't go further to the thought. We just keep thinking about the thing that holds us back, but we don't think of it on a deeper level. I almost think of it as, you almost have to think about it as like you're a little kid. You know when you see a little kid and they're having like a temper tantrum, and you think they're acting like they're all upset about something, but they're really hungry. I'm not minimizing depression or having anything negative. These are all serious things, but just to simplify the process, when you see a child as someone who can see outside of the realm of their life, you could see what they're really sad about. Even your friends and family members, you can see what's really bothering them, often that they won't admit to themselves. Well, this is what we need to do for us to get to the next level. We have to dig deep, and we can have these conversations about ourselves. We can be our own cheerleader. And so that is what I do. I'm going to have a worksheet for you so you can follow along with this video about identifying these thoughts, because again, you will be saying thoughts about yourself, but you have to ask yourself why you're thinking that and why that's holding yourself back. You need to dig further to get to the root of what's bothering you, because that root is not going to go away. If you change the way you look, you're still going to feel these things about yourself. In my scenario, whatever it is, until you get to the root cause, it is going to keep popping up in your life. So you need to know how to get to the root cause to eliminate this negative, false reality that is taking over your life that is not happening, and you can stop it from happening. I often say, here's a pro tip: when you're having racing negative thoughts, this is something I always have. I often can't even sleep at night. I'm telling you, this is not easy. I'm not like a guru. I do these things, and you have good times and you have bad times, but I've got to the point where sometimes I just tell my thought to shut up. I just say, stop it already. I'm tired. I don't want to hurt myself anymore. I don't want to think these thoughts. These thoughts are not okay. Just stop. You have to talk back to these thoughts. You have the power. Miley Cyrus's songs, we control things, they don't control we. That is the lyrics. We control what we want. It's not the other way around. Life doesn't control us. Other things don't control us. We control our thoughts. They do not control us, and we do have that power. You have to identify it. You have to say stop. You have to ask it why. You have to have a conversation with it. You have to change it to the new thought you want to have, and every time you have that negative thought, say the positive thought. Talk yourself out of these thoughts. You can do it just like you're talking to a friend. If you don't have someone available, you are available. You are with you at all times, and you have the ability, and I know it because I've done it. And it works. And I wanted to make this video because I talk with a lot of people who don't have access to doing this, and they don't realize why they're feeling the way that they are, and it takes them a while to process it. And this is a system that's going on in my mind where I'm constantly processing my negative thoughts and asking about them and thinking about them, trying not to avoid them. I'm having this inner conversation and dialogue with myself, so I can let go of those things. And you'll realize through this process, all of a sudden you wake up and you're like, wait, am I the only one thinking this about myself? And a lot of times you are often the only person thinking this about you. And for me, that is a huge release. If you want to know more about this topic, I have so many videos and blog posts about it. My most recent one is about the science behind how reality isn't always what we perceive, and that we generalize situations, and sometimes those things cause us to see false realities with our eyes and cause us to think false realities in our mind. I have examples of in depth of when this has happened in my life, so I encourage you to watch that video so you can just really see where I'm coming from about how often the thoughts that we're thinking that are negative are holding us back, and how we can stop those thoughts and identify that and bring us back to the reality that we want to have, which is a positive one. One of my favorite quotes is, you're not going through it, it's going through you. Whatever is happening to you in time, think of it like a thunderstorm. A thunderstorm is not permanently over your head. A storm goes through you, goes right past you. It is never permanent. I want you to think of your negative thoughts that way. You are not going through it, it's going through you. And when you feel like that you can release these things and it's not a permanent state of being, you have to believe that, and that's what helps you take the next step. So again, I'm gonna link all my resources on this topic below, and you tell me if you try it out. Please comment below and tell me how it helps you. Also message me on Instagram. A lot of you guys have been messaging me there and telling me how my channel's really helped you. I just wanna let you know how much that means to me. So if you've been watching my channel and you're too shy to reach out, please reach out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys for next week's video. Bye.